A poor man named Elias and his wife Lila once lived in a small, rustic village tucked away amid lush forest and rolling hills. They lived on the outskirts of the village in a little thatched roof home. Their love for one another was unending, and they found happiness in the little things, even with their little resources. Elias worked as a woodcutter, cutting wood for the village market during the day in the forest. Lila, on the other hand, looked after their few poultry and tended to a tiny vegetable garden behind their cottage. Despite leading a modest and labor-intensive life, they had abundant love and contentment in their hearts. Elias was getting ready to go into the forest one cool autumn morning when Lila gave him a tiny woven basket. Their little lunch, a couple slices of bread and a piece of cheese, was inside. She uttered, "Be careful, my love," with anxiety in her eyes. The forest can be treacherous this time of year. Elias gave her a forehead kiss while grinning. "Yes, Lila, I will. I'm not a concern. I'll return before the sun sets." Elias discovered the trees were strangely silent as he continued to explore the area. There was none of the typical rustle of little animals, and the birds were not chirping. Ignoring that, he carried on with his walk, chopping and carefully stacking wood. After a few hours, Elias decided it was time to return home as the sun started to set. He found an ancient, twisted tree with a hollow trunk while returning. His curiosity overcame him, and he looked inside. He was shocked to see a tiny, finely crafted wooden box. When he gently opened it, he found gold coins inside. Elias's heart raced with anticipation, but he shut the box and glanced around out of fear. He ran home, holding on to the box. Lila was waiting for him, her face beaming with relief when he came. "You're back." "I was really concerned," she cried out. Her eyes widened in shock as Elias showed her the box. She said, "Where did you find this?" "Inside the hollow of an old tree," Elias spoke back. "I don't know who it belongs to, but it could change our lives." Lila's pragmatic side won out. "Elias, we have to use caution. This may work in your favor or against you. We ought to use it sensibly." They made the decision to keep the box secret and reserve the gold for necessities. They fixed up their cottage, added more hens, and grew their vegetable garden over time. In addition, they helped people in need by sharing their newly acquired wealth with their neighbors while keeping the source of their wealth a secret. As the years went by, Elias and Lila's lives became considerably better. They were comfortable and happy, even if they never got rich. The entire village loved and respected them for their kindness and charity. An elderly traveler showed up in the community one day. The villagers led him to Elias and Lila's cottage because they knew they would assist him. He was hungry and tired. The tourist had a warm supper, a place to rest, and an open welcome. The tourist confessed who he really was as he was ready to leave the following morning. The box was in the forest as a character test, and he was a great magician. "You have shown great kindness and wisdom," he stated. "You made good use of the gold that was given to you. May blessings continue to fill your lives." Elias and Lila watched in wonder as the sorcerer disappeared with that. They carried on leading identical lives filled with love and giving, understanding that real wealth lay not in gold but rather in the depth of their friendship and the richness of their hearts. As a result, they led happy, long lives, inspiring everyone they came into contact with their kindness and love.